Hello and welcome to Jimmerish Fam. This is James. We're recording another episode of Embedding the Beast, and we've got a record holder in the room with me as a guest, the first person to co-host 3 episodes of Embedding the Beast. Candace, you're back.
I'm back.
I said that last week and it blew my mind, but this week I'm almost speechless. I had to write notes today just to be prepared. I was like, So how are you going, Candace?
I'm doing great, James. It's fantastic to be here. I'm loving this Betty and the Beast segment. It's so interesting, helping people with their love, lust, and relationships. I'm just here to help, Jim. And just be a fabulous Betty, because you're a fabulous beast.
I am very good. We are live, but we're recording for those who listen on the podcast, and I'm eating pizza because I made pizza, because that's how awesome I am to all my guests that come in for 3 episodes in a row.
Yep, I think that's the 3 episode bonus is Jim will make you pizza.
Yeah.
If you come on Jimmerish.
You've heard any feedback from our last 2 episodes yet? More people listen to it?
I've had some feedback. I think people are enjoying the show, but no constructive criticisms as yet. So I think I'm just going to roll with how it's been going. Yeah, just keep going.
This week they'll be like, "Why is that guy chewing pizza?" I'm like, well, because it tastes good. So you want to jump straight into the questions?
Let's jump straight into it.
This is what we've got here.
Well, should we just explain to new time listeners what we're doing tonight?
Yes, Betting the Beast, it's sort of like an agony show, relationship advice. You can send us a question at jimmerish.fm@gmail.com. Jimmerish is JIMMERISH.
.fm at gmail.com. Yeah?
Yep.
Or
just go to fm.jimmerish.com and follow the links. Look for Betty and the Beast, the show title, and you'll find the email address there.
Yep. And send us your questions.
Yeah.
Dear
questions.
Betty.
Tell us what you're up to.
Yep.
We don't mind tackling anything. Obviously, we're not professional, but we're kind of like your friends who can just you can listen to and give you advice.
We are your best friends.
Yeah.
We're your best friends.
Your best buddies. And
we will give you an honest and objective answer to all of your questions.
Yep. We hope. So we've got a few questions here, and I guess we'll just roll with it. The idea is we don't really prepare, so it's quite interesting sometimes the questions we get, so don't worry, just send us your questions. Don't worry about freaking out too much about composing perfectly, because we can't read it perfectly. Here's the first one we got from one of our fans. Dear Betty, if a woman takes out a restraining order, she's just playing hard to get, right? From Patty.
And just remember, listeners, we use a pseudonym. We won't use your real name in when we read out these Dear Bettys. Patty, was it? Patty. If a girl takes out a restraining order, it is time to stop the stalking. Leave her alone. She's just not that into you. Get over it. Stop stalking. Get on with your life. Get a hobby. You know, maybe go bike riding or something. Get a craft. Do some paper mache. Stop. Yeah, she's taken out the restraining order. It's time to stop.
So you don't think there are girls like that are playing hard to get and go to the extreme of taking out a restraining order? How is it? Have you ever done it before?
No, I've never had to take out a restraining order.
Why not, Candace?
Obviously, no one's been that in love with me. Or maybe this girl's just a psycho, and she thinks you're all on her, and you're not.
Maybe you have to play the game back. Maybe you have to take a restraining order out on her.
Oh, definitely.
And she'll think that's hot,
but
and
make
then she'll
it
come
for
back to
like
you.
10-kilometer radius.
Yeah, and she'll just be like, she'll find exciting that by being close to you, she's breaking the law, and she'll want you back. Quick, smart. So
and then you have hot, passionate sex, most likely. I think that's how it all ends.
Illegal sex.
Yeah. Hot, dirty, against the law.
Well, yes, some great advice here. Second question. Dear Betty, I've been with my partner for 3.5 years and we're really different. I'm beginning to think that we have different long-term goals. I used to be so in love with him, but it's starting to hurt me now that I realize we won't work. What do I do? Should I end it and move on to bigger and better things? How will I get over him? From Anonymous.
It depends what these life goals are. Are they things that you can compromise, or are these things that you cannot live without? Being different to a partner is not a bad thing. It's good to have differences. That way you can still remain your own person. Like if you're into different things, they're into different things, like different movies, different sports, different music, that's okay. But if you have different life goals, like traveling or university studies, or you want to relocate somewhere, then these are things that are going to end a relationship if you can't compromise. If they're things you can't live without and they can, then inevitably, yes, it will end. Like for example, if you want to go traveling and your partner doesn't, you might resent him for a long time because you wanted to do something and you couldn't because you were with him. So in the end, I think it's inevitable that the relationship will end. And not all relations have to end in a bad way. It could end in a good way. You could still be friends. You never know. You might do the things that you want to do, then end up together in the long term.
Yeah,
it's meant to be.
I guess, like, you always have to remember is we only live once, you know. If you stick around waiting for something, you know, especially, I'm not sure if there's male or female writing in, but, you know, girls have a body clock ticking.
Tick-tock.
You know, a guy can't expect a girl to wait for him until she's too old for that kind of stuff. I guess it's like you have to find a mutual ground. We have to compromise. You know, love. You know, I mean, sometimes there are perfect relationships, but often love is about finding the right compromises. You know, and sometimes I like giving up some things for a partner. It feels good to sacrifice something. You know, but it depends. Like, I guess I wouldn't, you know, give up all my crazy filmmaking for a partner, at least at this stage in life. Yeah. So I can't expect her to give up certain things. Yeah. And
you shouldn't, because that's who you are, and that's what makes you unique.
Yeah.
And
there could be someone out there who's looking for that kind of you person.
Exactly.
Yeah. And, you know, they're missing out on this amazing person that you are.
So what was the question again? It was, should she stay with him?
What do I do? Should I end it and move on to bigger and better things? How will I get over him? That's, I guess, the second part of the question.
Yeah. If you've been together 3 years, it takes half the time of the relationship. So it might take about a year to fully get over him. Maybe not. It's just a rule of thumb. You know, rule of thumb.
Yep.
Time it takes to get over the person is half the time of the relationship. So if you've been together a year, it could take 6 months. Been to 3 years, might take a year and a half. It's just a general rule.
Yeah.
It's not set in stone. I forgot the point I was trying to
make. You were saying, how will you get over him? Like, well, you can't just expect. You've been together 3.5 years. Can't expect it to happen overnight to get over him.
But it will happen. You know, I'm sure. Maybe I reckon you'll find someone that has the same life goals as you, and then you'll be totally over that last guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Anonymous, for writing in. Keep sending us your questions. And always feel welcome to leave us a pseudonym. We want, if you don't know what your real name is, just so we can identify you, because we've got like 5 anonymouses coming up, and it's like it's always cool to have a nice nickname. You know, could be something sexy like Coconut Babe 123. I don't care. You know,
Sexy Babies 456.
Yeah, whatever you need. Okay, next question. Dear Betty, do I need consent before having sexual relations? From Chris.
I will not answer that. That's just awful.
It depends what country you're in and if you're married to her. But as a general rule, I would say yes. Just to stay out of trouble.
I would say yes, Chris. Thanks for emailing. I hope you take this advice seriously.
Okay.
Because to Violence Against Women Australia says no. Respect me. I'm a woman. Respect me. Next question, please, Jim.
Dear Betty, do you think a threesome makes or breaks a relationship? From Beth.
Breaks, definitely. If you want to have a threesome, it means you're not interested sexually or at all in the person that you're with. If you need to get a third person in your sexual relationship with your partner, you obviously don't really want to be with them that much. And you want to cheat and fornicate with other people but still have the permission of the person you're with.
Yeah.
Nah, it breaks a relationship. If you think you need to have a threesome to keep things spicy, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. It's only going to break your relationship.
Some might say it's the ultimate test of loyalty between a relationship, and some people find that really endearing that you would let that happen.
I totally disagree. If my partner said to me, I would like a threesome, oh, that would be it. I would be on fire. I would be so mad.
Oh, really?
No. Why would he want to fornicate with someone right in front of me? I would feel so...
It'd be because it's a shared experience.
No, I would feel hurt. I would feel
You're
betrayed.
inviting a third party into your relationship.
Into your
it's a
bedroom.
shared experience that he wants to share with you. Do you know?
It breaks a They break relationships. They don't... Three ways don't make relationships. They break them. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump away from a breakup.
Yeah, it does get kind of weird.
So
things get crazy at those kind of angles.
Yeah. What do you think? What's a male opinion on this? I bet it's go for it. Have your threesome. It'll save everything.
I reckon there's a 90% chance that it'll all end in tears. There's a 10% chance that it would seal the relationship.
Do you think though, if you did have a threesome, do you think it could end up as one of those three-way relationships?
Maybe.
Where the gentleman has two female partners.
Or maybe
and they have a three-way relationship for a couple of years.
I want to look into this. Like, where do you have to go to? There is a state, is it Utah? Maybe in America where you can have multiple wives.
Something like that, yeah.
And we're going to look into that.
It wouldn't be about having multiple wives. It's about having more like multiple girlfriends. Because you have multiple sexual partners. Multiple consensual sexual partners.
There used to be a TV show on SBS with this guy. What's his name?
Big Love.
Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Chloe Savoni.
Yeah.
I know one.
Did you watch that?
No, I didn't watch it. I might go have to rent it on DVD from my local video store.
I remember seeing one episode and going, wow, that's an interesting idea for a show. Maybe I have to check it out. Yeah. Right, well... Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is that 10% chance is that if you survive the threesome as a relationship, I just think it will make you stronger, you know what I mean? What doesn't break you makes you stronger, as they say.
I'm shaking my head.
Fair enough. Betty disagrees. Well, thanks, Beth, for writing in. I really appreciate you giving your questions.
Thanks for writing in. Thank you.
Yeah.
Keep it coming.
Dear Betty, I dated a girl a few years ago, but we broke up shortly after. We've been friends since, but I want to go out with her again. How do I tell her I want her back? From JP. That's not me.
Do you think the person writing in is a male or a female? Could be a girl.
Yeah,
who
it
dated
could be.
one girl and they're friends and now she wants her back. Or it could be a male. Whatever.
Could it make a difference?
It doesn't really make a difference, I don't think, in this kind of situation. You were together, you're broken up and you want her back. Well...
A few years ago. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Time has passed. There's a good chance that you could be able to get back together.
Yeah. What I always find is that people, whether they know it or not, love context. And if you go back to her and reminisce on the old times, and if you've had good times, she'll be... I'm speaking from a boy looking for a girl's perspective. She'll be totally hot for that, because girls love to reminisce on those. Like, you get her drunk and be like, oh, remember that time we did this? And it's like, oh my god, I still love you, can we make out?
Yeah.
And then from there you've got it hooked, right? You hope. But then you got to reassess, go back and think, why did you break up in the first place?
Exactly, why did you break up?
And you assess that. Was it a reason? Like, were you not mature enough? Have you matured as a person? Do you think you can deal with those issues that made you break up back then?
Yeah, because whatever issues you broke up over for, if they're not resolved, they're going to come up again in a relationship if you get back together.
Yeah.
So if all that kind of thing, if those issues are resolved, then yes, there's a good chance you could get back together. I think it could definitely work.
Reasons. You got to look at those reasons, face it, and bring them up with it and say, like, if you really want to work on it seriously.
Yeah. I think the getting together at a party though would definitely work.
Yeah.
Getting boozed, talking about old times.
Yeah.
That's how you get back together.
Totally.
That's definitely
always whenever I'm with a girl, and the only time I ever get threatened by another guy is when he goes back way back, and then they're talking about those times. I'm like, oh my god, she's totally.
I can't compete with that.
Yeah, and okay, well, thanks JP for writing in. Next question, dear Betty. My girlfriend recently tried to create a non-existent penis insecurities in me. Though jokingly, she also openly discusses other hot guys with her friends right in front of me and sees his pictures in front of me. She also openly discusses other hot guys with her friends right in front of me and sees his pictures on Facebook in front of me. I don't know why that was sentence means. But she has always wanted to marry me. I kind of used to like her before, but now I just want to pump her till the fun lasts and eventually just dump her. I also want to explain my inventions to her in no uncertain terms. Do you think I am justified? From Ricardo.
You want to pump her until the fun ends and then dump her. Pump her, then dump her, hey?
Do you think he's justified?
If all she's... Obviously, he doesn't want to be with her. If that's his attitude towards this woman, then he doesn't deserve to have a girlfriend, and should definitely break up with her if that's how he feels. He's answered his own. Oops. He's answered his own question in the end. A lot of people when they send us these questions,
answer them.
They answer themselves because they know within their heart what they want to do.
Yeah.
But we just help give some guidance and give some affirmations and sort of reassure people that they're making the right or wrong decision. But yeah, if she'll take the pumping and dumping, then go for it. If you're going to keep pumping her and then dump it, but she's obviously not the one for you. And if a girl's behaving like that, I don't really agree with that kind of behaviour that she's doing either. Talking about other men in front of him and making him feel insecure about his penis size.
I think girls, you really got to be careful with that with guys, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
not fair.
It's kind of like telling you that you're like a fat ugly bitch.
Exactly.
With small breasts, you know, all in one. Because while, girls can get fit and get fit, so to speak.
And we can get breast implants.
Yeah, breast implants.
I know about,
as far
every
as I know,
second girl's got a boob
guys and their penis, you've got what you've got for the rest of your life. You're stuck with it. So, just letting the ladies know.
Yeah.
Let it be. Let it be. Thanks, Ricardo. I'm not sure you deserve our sincere thought into the question, but thanks for writing in.
Thank you.
I'm totally down with you telling us what's going on.
Yeah, just pump her and dump her.
Yeah, do it. You're on the road to success there. Righto. Next question. This is a bit of a novel. Dear Betty, I went out on a blind date 10 days ago. It went pretty well, and I think we both had a good time. I've talked to him online almost every day since then. He also asked me to watch a movie with him one night, but I was busy. I had a 5-night business trip that I just got back from today. About 3 days after our date, he asked me when we were going to get together again, but we didn't make a date. The night before I left for the trip, he said that he hoped to see me when I get back, and while I was away, he asked if I wanted to go to dinner with him when I got back. Well, I got back today, and I talked to him online for over an hour, but he didn't mention getting together. I don't understand why he's brought up going out several times, but has never really asked for a specific day. If he's not into me, why is he talking to me and bringing up going out in the first place? What's going on? From Notebook.
I don't believe in online chatting when it comes to dating.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, messaging is bad enough, but when you're first meeting someone and you're dating and you've had a first date and you're trying to converse and organise something, chatting online, there's no expression, there's no emotion in it.
Yeah.
Talk on the phone. If you really want to pursue him and go on this second date, you might have to call him and be like, hey, let's do dinner or a movie or
find an
or
excuse.
Like
say so. I need a partner for this thing. Do you want me to come?
There's a great movie on. I'd really like to see. Would you like to come see it with me?
Yeah.
But if you asked him out on the date and he says no and doesn't reschedule, then
I don't think you've got much to lose in this situation.
Exactly.
Because you don't know him that well.
Blind date, nothing to lose. Put your heart out there.
I mean, messaging, like relying on technology for relationships, is just painful. Like, I know that from personal experience, being a geek myself. It's just like, did they get the message? Is it working? Because sometimes the bloody SMS turn up like 2 days later, and you never know if it's got through.
And people lose their phones.
And it's like, are they playing the game with me?
Yeah.
What are they doing? And sometimes people have little legitimate excuses for like ignoring us, standing up, but you never know if you don't communicate.
Yeah. All about communication.
The whole world is about communication. Every problem that we've ever had comes down to
lack of communication. Yeah. Do you reckon he likes it, Jimmerish? Do you reckon that he likes it, or do you reckon that he's been on a date, sort of says,
he's like, yeah, we should get together again, blah blah, and then she's like, oh, I'm going for business trip for 5 days, and then he's obviously feels like she's a busy person, and that, I mean, this is me talking. I'm not exactly the most forward person, but I would say that he's probably worried that she's a busy woman, she's going on business trips, blah blah blah. She should set the date. Yeah. Because she's the busier of the two.
She sounds like a busy pal, businesswoman.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I do because, I only work like 3 days a week. I have a lot of available time, so it's usually easy for the woman to
take control,
set the time. But then they freak out and they're like, "No, the man should do that." And I'm just like, "Well," and they go, "Let's go out Saturday night." Well, I work Saturday nights, but I'm free like every other time of the week.
I'm free every other day of the week. Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
Call him. Do not, whatever online chat method you're using, please just pick up the phone or send a text message instead.
Yeah. Thanks, Notebook, for writing in. Next question. Dear Betty, I need help. My best friend is in love with this boy, and he doesn't exactly feel the same way about her. They've dated, and he kind of didn't treat her that well, but he did.
LOL.
And he doesn't exactly... Okay, I'll start again. Dear Betty, I need help. My best friend is in love with this boy, and he doesn't exactly feel the same way about her. They've dated, and he kind of didn't treat her that well, but he did. He broke up with her because he said they would never see each other. She likes him so much, and I don't know what to tell her. He wanted to hang out the other night with her too, but she couldn't. Does this mean he likes her? What can I tell her to do? From Lynx.
So we're trying to decipher whether this guy likes this girl.
Yeah.
Because she loves him. And what has he done? He asked her to hang out.
He wanted to hang out with her the other night, and then she couldn't that night. So does that mean he likes her? What can I tell her to do?
If he's asked her to hang out, it's a pretty good sign that he might like her. I don't know. I feel like I need more details. But from what I
it is a pretty.
It's a little bit ambiguous.
Yeah. Vague.
It's a little bit vague. Maybe. What was? Whoever's written this email, maybe next time you write in, send us some more details. jimmerish.fm@gmail.com, and we can help you with this conundrum of a relationship problem. Or let us know how it goes. We'd love to hear some feedback. I'd love to hear some feedback on how our relationship advice turns out. Please.
Yeah, please.
Give us your feedback. Let us know if
Yeah,
our
communicate
relationship
with
advice
us.
has worked. Has it
Yeah.
worked or has it failed miserably?
Yeah, we're your best
And
buddies.
ruined
We
your
wanna know what's
life.
going on. Yeah.
We're your best friends. We want to know.
I mean, this is the most ambiguous line, I think. They've dated, and he kind of didn't treat her that well, but he did.
He didn't treat her that well, but he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Send us more details. Send us more
Please.
deets. Jimmerish.fm@gmail.com. And
Yes.
we can help you.
At least,
Let
thanks
us
for
know how it
running in.
goes. Let us know if they go out on a date.
Hmm.
I think all the answers will lie in this first date or the hangout, if it happens.
Okay.
We'd love to hear from you.
Next question. Dear Betty, I've been with this guy for 4 years. We are both 19. A few days ago I was visiting him at college and I accused him of cheating on me because he's done it before. But he yelled at me and told me to get out of his house. He dragged me and pushed me downstairs, smashed my phone because I wouldn't listen to him and slammed me against a wall. He's never done this to me before and I don't know what to do. He's supposed to be my best friend, but now I'm scared of him. Any advice? From Anonymous.
Never see him again. Never see him again. A man treats you like that, you never see him again. Cut him absolutely out of your life. It's over. The relationship should be over. As soon as he lays his hands on you like that, your relationship's over. And you're 19. You're so young. You have so much more life to live. There's so much more growth for you to do as a person. And you will outgrow him because he's obviously not a good person. And you are. You can do this. You can let go of him and go into bigger and better things in life. Stay away. Stay away from people that treat you like that. That's what I think.
I think that's pretty good advice.
Thanks, Jim.
Man, there's just like there's a forbidden rule amongst men is just you don't ever hit women,
Yeah.
and anyone who breaks that rule isn't a real man. And just go get a real man.
Go get a real man. Like Jim here. He's a real man.
Yep.
Ask him out. Jimmerish.fm@gmail.com.
Yep. Thank you. Plug me.
Yep.
Um,
Send him a nice tweet.
I may not hit you, but sometimes I like to vomit on you. But all in jest.
All in jest?
Yeah.
Just jesting.
It's a sign of affection.
Okay.
To be with someone 4 years and then suddenly he's like pushing you downstairs and stuff, that's kind of scary.
That is scary.
I feel sorry for you because I know I've seen a similar situation that when you trust someone, you've been with someone 4 years, you really trust them, and suddenly they go crazy like that. That is one of the scariest things ever because, you know.
You've known them for such a long
Yeah.
time. 4 years is a long time in a relationship. When you read 4 years, Jim, I was like, wow, that's a long time to be together. But then when you said 19,
Yeah, I guess
that's
you're
not
high school.
That's not a
buddies,
long time. You're in high school. It's not a fully matured relationship.
Yeah. Fair enough. Let's move on.
Move on.
Dear Betty, I have been struggling back and forth every day as to what to do about my situation. It's all I think about all the time and I need some answers. Here's the down low. I've been really good friends with this guy for about 3 or 4 years. I've always considered one of... Excuse me. I've always...
Too much pizza and Pepsi. It's making me do that as well.
Sorry, listeners. I've always considered him one of my best friends. He lives really far away. Went to visit him, and we realized we really like each other. Then about a month later, we got to spend an entire month together. I'm going out to see him again at the end of the month for about a week. We also talk all the time via phone, etc., even though that really sucks sometimes. I'm in love with him. I have an open summer and possibly want to spend it with him, but I don't know how to bring it up. Also, we have agreed that we aren't officially dating, but of course I want to. I don't know what to do. Advice about any of these subjects would really help me out. From Anonymous.
It sounds like the reason you're not officially dating is because of the long distance, and maybe it's too hard being official, because you're not in close proximity. So that I can kind of understand. You know, if you're not really officially dating because of the long distance, that's okay. Like, maybe it still needs a bit more time. What was the other question at the end? It was Oh, and how do you bring it up?
Yeah.
Say it. You're chatting all the time. You obviously got a really close, open relationship. It sounds like you can talk about anything. So ask him. Say, I'm free this summer. I would love to spend it with you. You know, you have to ask him. There's no way around it. Just bring it up next time you're on the phone. Yeah.
It's always hard when you've known someone that long, 3 or 4 years of being friends, and then suddenly, let's make out.
Let's make out. What do you think about long distance relationships, though, Jimmerish? Do you think they work? Do you think they can work? In this case, maybe.
I had one very temporarily for a couple of months, and it was rubbish.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Well, especially when you're young. Maybe when you're older, it's fine.
When you have money.
Yeah.
You got the cash to do it.
And, it's like you've got nothing better to go on. But if you're young, it's like you got to get... Sometimes you sit around pining after this person that's away, and you see all your friends macking out with other chicks, and you go, I'm wasting my time. I could be meeting someone else. And then when they get back, by the time they get back in a year's time, they may have...
changed.
Yeah, in that maturity period, they've changed a lot. And you've been waiting for this person that doesn't really exist.
Doesn't exist anymore.
It only exists in your head. And, of course, as they say, absence makes California, you start to build them up in your head. Like, this person wouldn't let me down. And you start to make them perfect in your head.
Yeah, you put them on the pedestal.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah. I have to tell you, I don't believe in long distance relationships. No. I don't believe they work. I'm yet to see one that makes it to the end.
Yeah.
So, in not my personal experience, but from what I've observed from friends, they don't last. They might last a year or so, but at the end of the day, it gets so hard. It's such a strain on the relationship. It's all this build up.
Yeah.
It's sometimes it's like it's not a normal relationship. You're not doing those everyday stupid little things that make that it.
Not really having a companion.
That's part of a relationship,
If something goes wrong in life, you're not going to have that person there to comfort you directly. Yeah, it's hard.
I don't think they last. They don't work in the end.
Thanks, Anos, for writing in to tell us what's going on.
Yeah.
But it's really hard. You just got to, 3 or 4 years, you got to bite the bullet and say, look, we've got a fork in the road up ahead. We're going to say we're going to stay friends or do something better. It's just hurting. At least it's hurting me. You never know what the other person thinks. At least it's hurting me to sit in limbo between the two forks in the road.
If you're spending more time in the relationship, this isn't directed at this particular question, but with these long distance relationships, if you're spending in any relationship, if you're spending more of your time being upset and sad and pining away than you are happy, then it's not working. You shouldn't be together. You shouldn't stay in a relationship like that.
No. The thing is, and also it's also scary, like if being friends with someone a long time and then making that move, you always there's that fear that you're going to lose that friendship if you make the move because it's going to get weird. So I know what this person's going through because it's something that freaks me out a lot because sometimes you do just accidentally become friends with them and one day realize, oh my god,
I love you.
Yeah. All this time I just thought it was like
it
just like a
friendship.
Casual thing.
Yeah,
and then you go, oh crap. And I hate those moments, but
I think the best relationships probably start off as friends. Your friends first. Develop your rapport. You learn stuff about them, and you go, "Wow, I really like this person. I like them more than a friend. Wow, they're amazing." There's absolutely nothing wrong with liking a friend more than a friend.
Okay. Well, we've got 2 more questions left. Yes, I know what you're going through. It's crazy freaky. I think if you really want to work, you got to bite bullet. Tell them we need to talk. Because you're friends, we need to talk because I'm not feeling happy about the situation. And hopefully if they are your friend, they'll understand and they'll go through it with you.
Yeah. Got to talk. You just got to talk it out.
Yeah. Dear, we've got two more questions left, and they're both novels, but hopefully we'll get through them.
We'll get through it.
Yeah. Dear Betty.
Betty is here to help.
Yeah. I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend for 6 years, and we met really young. I cheated on him 2 years into the relationship, and he found out, and I just recently told him we were not very stable at the time I cheated on him, and we were together off and on, but recently we decided to start anew. He cheated on me a couple of times before, some sexual, and some were just phones conversations with other women. All these times I forgave him. Since we are starting over, I decided to just come clean, just like he did. I did not want to start the relationship off with a lie. I feel that he has right to choose to be with me or not. Mm-hmm. When we were talking, he said, I just want you to admit to it. That's all. I just want the truth. At this time, I figured we are better, more mature. I really feel like we are stronger than to let something like this that happened so long ago come between us. But now that I told him, he doesn't want to talk to me, and that's fine. I understand he's mad, hurt, upset, betrayed. I felt the same way too, so I'm going to give him all the time he needs. I just don't understand why he can't talk to me. I understand people heal differently, but I feel abandoned like I did before when he cheated on me. I still spoke to him. I still called him. There was no doubt in my mind that I still loved him, and I wanted this to work out. But why is it harder for him to forgive me for something he has done so many times before? I thought he would understand that what I did was in the past. I would never do it again, and all I wanted was to start out without secrets or lies. But I'm a new person. I'm much older now. We've been together for so long, and I know what I want. From Anonymous. Whoa.
Novella.
6 years. That's quite a long time.
6 years is a long
for
time.
Young people. I'm not sure how old this person is.
Yeah. You cheated on him.
2 years into the relationship.
2 years into the relationship. And then he's gone and cheated on you.
She feels that he has the right to choose to be with her or not.
But at the end of the day, people... If he's...
He's cheated on her
You've had this tumultuous relationship, this obviously dramatic affairs, sordid relationship. You've cheated on him, he's cheated on you. Obviously, the relationship hasn't been very strong for the last 6 years. And if it's taking him a while to deal with it and come round, then you're going to have to just give him time. You can't force this relationship back together because it's pretty broken. If you want to regain trust and stay together, you're going to have to give him time. He might not want to come back to you. He might give up and just think it's all too hard. I think you need to be prepared for that. Be prepared to think, yeah, it could be over. What do you think, Jimmerish? Do you think?
Did you really want this relationship to go on?
Yeah. Do you want to stay in this
pain?
relationship?
But for both of you, or maybe you like the drama and the lifestyle.
Do you think he'll go back to her? Do you think she should stay in this relationship? What do you think?
I don't know. I think if he does go back to her, he's maybe just going back for sex, not an actual relationship. You know, if he knows he can get it there, he'll come back to that shop. But
why? What makes you? Yeah, if you want to get back together with him, what makes you think it's going to work this time? If you both cheated on each other, how can you stay together?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess just you got to keep on cracking on. I reckon probably someone else will come along. If you've already cheated on him, obviously you already start to look elsewhere.
Yeah.
But I guess the same way, people make mistakes and you learn from mistakes. Maybe, I guess she's realised now that despite the mistakes she's made, he has still been the one she wants.
Yeah.
Or maybe the reason you want him is because he's the one you can't truly have because... I don't know.
Because he's cheated on her. No, I see where you're going. But it sounds like maybe he doesn't love her. He doesn't really want to be with her. If he's been cheating on her as well, maybe he doesn't really love you, and he's taking his time, and he might not come back.
Oh well.
Yeah. Cheating is bad.
Yeah. Thanks, Anonymous, for writing. I hate saying thanks, Anonymous. Please give us a name.
Give us
some kind
a
of
pseudonym.
A pseudonym, yes. Something
Thanks, pseudonym.
to go by. But thanks anyway for writing it. Okay, last one. Another epic. Dear Betty, I've been friends with my guy mate Jake for nearly 10 years. He met me at some dancing where he fixed me up with his cousin, but that was a joke, barely spoke or meant anything. Instead, Jake would call me every night and we'd talk about everything and anything. He got accused by now ex-girlfriends of his cheating, me being the other girl, which is totally not the case. He had a long-term girlfriend and I had a long-term boyfriend, but they always felt threatened by our friendship, so we drifted apart for a while. He broke up with his long-term girlfriend a few weeks later. I broke up with my long-term after that and got a call from him every single day. I started realizing that I think I'm falling for him. It felt right, but I kept my mouth shut. I told a mutual friend, but all he was saying is that Jake said I'll always be in his life. God knows what that means. So the distance kicked in again as I had stuff going on that I couldn't speak to him about. He landed a new job working overseas. He didn't know if he was coming back. I couldn't say goodbye, but I really needed him. But he did come back 6 months later. He was finding it hard looking for a job, so I ended up working with my mum for 3 months. They talk about me all the time, and he became close, speaking every day. We still do. He's always saying how I'm funny. Reminds me of how I say that to him when I'm nervous. In the 10 years we've been friends, we've never been drinking. Now all of a sudden he wants to go. He says he's afraid of not having me in his life. If one day I get married, He says he's afraid of not having me in life, if one day I get married. Guess I need an understanding. What do you think? What would you do? From Anonymous.
It sounds a bit serendipitous, like serendipity. Like their paths keep crossing, and even though they drift apart, they keep crossing again. They drift apart again, and then if someone stayed in your life for 10 years, they're obviously a pretty significant person, and they're meant to be in your life. I think you need to put your heart out there and just tell him how you feel. Yeah, because you've obviously had chemistry. If you both broke up, it sounds like you both broke up with your long-term partners to sort of be with each other, and then it sort of never quite executed and happened. And I think if you I think eventually you will both end up together, and that'll be it. It'll be together forever.
It will be a great story.
It'll be a great love story.
I hope it happens
Finally, you'll both be in the right place at the right time, and it will happen.
That's what I like to think.
That's what I would love to see.
Yeah. What was it?
No.
It'd be a great movie. Oh. Yeah. They probably already made it. It's probably with like Hugh Grant and Sandra Bullock.
Meg Ryan or something.
Oh, Meg Ryan. I like Meg Ryan.
What a great question to end the show on today.
Yeah.
Love.
I have a bit of a tear going on here.
Yeah. Love. You will be together forever. I can feel it. Yeah. Put your heart out there. It's the final scene.
Yeah. I would say, if you're asking what we should do, I'd say you should just stick with it.
I think you should stick with it. You should. People come into your life for a reason. It sounds like you're meant to be. It sounds like you're meant to be together. You have chemistry. You have friendship. You know. You're just in each other's lives, and you've always probably liked each other, and just waiting for the right time.
And if he ever does get married and you're not married, go to the wedding and say, when they say, does anyone
object?
Speak now or forever hold your peace. Go, no!
No!
You know you love me! It'd be great. Or do vice versa.
Yeah.
If the situation is reversed, hopefully he'll do it to you. What you should do is just before, if you're getting married to someone else and you're freaking out, but on your bucks night or hens night, get drunk and be like, "Yo, I really want you. Have me now." Do something dramatic like that. It'd be awesome. Yeah. Well, I think that's enough for tonight.
And that concludes our. Is this our third? This is our third episode. Our third episode together of Betty and the Beast.
It's been a wonderful journey with you, Candice. I hope we may not be back next week, but hopefully we'll be together again sometime.
Together again in the near future.
And don't forget, as we always say, send us your questions, jimmerish.fm@gmail.com. You can, if that's too hard to remember, go to our website, fm.jimmerish.com, or just Google Jimmerish FM, and if you spell it wrong, hopefully Google will correct you, and you'll find it and follow the links, and you'll get a way to send in questions and find the email. You can find Candice on Twitter at twitter.com/candy
K.
CANDI _K _.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. If you want to ask her a question, tweet her.
I'm your Betty. I'm here to help. Love, sex, relationships.
Yeah. It's thanks for those people who sent them in. We got quite a few this week, and I hope we'll get more for the next show. Hopefully it won't be too far away. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks. Good night.
Boy.
Bye.
You can find the Jimmerish FM website at fm.jimmerish.com.